Hello, welcome to Content Editor online training for the College of Arts and Sciences standard sites. In this video, you will learn how to correctly construct links to files and make them accessible. From a usability perspective, linking to a file from your website is not a recommended practice. When a reader selects a link to a file, the file automatically downloads to their computer and then looks for the software from which it was created to open and view it. This causes two problems. First, a lot of readers don't like to or can't download files to their computers. Frequently, downloads are blocked to prevent from downloading a virus, so readers using those computers will never see content that is only contained in the file. Second, after being downloaded, the browser will attempt to open the software used to create the file so that it can be read. If the software does not exist on the host computer, for example, if the reader does not own a copy of Microsoft Word, a doc file cannot be opened. An Adobe PDF file is a better file type to link to because most all current browsers now include Adobe Reader as part of their programming. But the problem with PDF files is that they are not accessible. It is easier now with Word to save as accessible PDF, but the result is not a completely accessible file. So the recommendation is to create a page containing the same content as the file. Then, if necessary, go ahead and add a link to the file from that page. And, of course, there are some legitimate reasons to offer a linked file, but in either case, do it properly. So to create a link to a file, first be sure that you are logged into the site and in edit mode on the desired page. Unlike the rest of the basic links, you do not highlight the text to be used as the link text. Instead, put your cursor beside it. We do this because when the file is selected, its name will write over the link text. Next, select the Add Media button. This results in a new dialog box appearing that will allow you to select and upload a new file. Use the Choose File button to start a search on your own computer. When you find the file you want, if it is not named correctly, do so before uploading it, as it cannot be renamed on the server. If needed, review file naming in the image prep video. Once named correctly, choose it and select the Open button. This will return you to the dialog where you selected Upload and then Next. A final dialog will open to select the size of the file. However, this dialog actually has no purpose, so just select Submit to continue. The file name appears as a link to the file. Note also that Drupal automatically adds an icon indicating the origin of the file. Your next step is to use proper link text. So you can either type the link text into the file name, or you can cut and paste it into the name. Be sure to remove the remainder of the file name. You must indicate the file type as part of the link. In this case, our file type is a PDF, so include bracket, PDF, close bracket. The file type is given as part of the link so that when the link text is pulled out into a tool for a screen reader, it still indicates that it is a file. You may have noticed that unlike adding an image, you were not given an opportunity to add alternative text. However, it is still a requirement to be accessible. To add alternative text, place your cursor anywhere within the link. Select the link icon or use your right mouse button to bring up a menu and select Edit Link. Both will take you to the same link dialog box. Go to the Advanced tab, to the Advisory Title field, and type in a description that will serve as both the alternative text and as the screen tooltip for this link. Be succinct and specific and type in the link destination as exactly as possible. Since the link is to a file, include the file type in the alt text. For example, type in PDF file format. Select OK. You are still not done. Because you are linking to a file, you must include a Cover Your Asset statement at the bottom of the page. You only need one statement per file type per page. The statement must contain the part about if you need these files in a more accessible format, please contact and give a live email link. When done editing, scroll down, select Save, and test your link live on the web. Next, continue in the next video and learn about the different content types that can be edited by content editors.